Hey guys, Christian the Haver Card Man coming back at you with another video today, and this time around we are doing some test hands with my DDD deck. Now, if you did not check this deck out earlier this week, be sure to go look at the profile. I'll have the link in the info card right up here in the top corner for you to go check out. Be sure to go give it a look. And before we get into this video, be sure to go check out that description as well, so you can go look at the Coalition of Scrubs as well as the channels of everyone else involved with it. If you guys don't know what it is or you haven't seen it before, the Coalition of Scrubs is another Yu-Gi-Oh channel that I'm on, where me and several other Yu-Gi-Tubers get together and make you guys some awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content. So let's go ahead and get straight into this video today, because that's obviously what you came here for, and we will go ahead and get rocking. So let's get our 5 cards here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is a going first hand. We'll do a going second hand a little bit later. So you can see here, we didn't get like the greatest of hands, but we definitely got something that we can play with here. Actually, not really, to be quite honest. This I would almost half consider a brick, just because there is a few downsides that we cannot play with here. So the best we can really do is use our Swirl Slime and our Necro Slime to go into our DDD Flame King Genghis. We'll put him in defense mode, and then we could go Necro Slime and Swirl Slime in the graveyard to banish. Go to our other Flame King Genghis. We don't have any DDs in the graveyard to special summon, so we'll just go ahead, put both of these together, and we'll go into a DDD Wave High King Caesar. So not the best play we can make. Obviously, that was a much slower, or much worse going first hand than I would have expected. Normally, we'll end on several negates. This case, we were able to end on one with our DDD Wave High King Caesar, which basically just allows us to negate the activation or effect of a card that would allow our opponent to special summon a monster, so we could stop one special summon with him. We would be able to get the attack boost if we had another DD monster on board, which we do not, unfortunately. So this is the best we could do with this hand, if we're being 100% honest here. But, you know, I guess it is what it is, and we'll pretty much just have to live with it. So we'll go ahead and try out another quick going first hand here, just to see if we can get something better. Okay, so the deck has been shuffled and reset. Let's go ahead and draw our 5 cards for turn here. There we go. Oops, hello. Yeah, that's better. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully we got something playable. Let's see. So we draw Phantasme, Where Art Thou, Savant Kepler. Okay, so, I mean, we've got the means to make some plays here, so we might as well, we'll go ahead, normal our Savant Kepler, pray that doesn't get ashed, because that would just be horrifying. So now we can add our Dark Contract with the Gate. Once we get Dark Contract with the Gate, we can now play that, and then we will search for another DD monster, which it can really either be Necro Slime or Swirl Slime. It doesn't matter, as long as we get one of them now. Actually, no, it does matter. We need to get Swirl Slime. I'm glad I caught myself on that, because I keep forgetting Swirl Slime is not a level 1. Or honestly, we could end up going to the DD Lamia, just because we do have the Dark Contract with the Swamp King. So we might actually do that instead here. Well, no, we'll stick with the Swirl Slime. We'll use our Where Art Thou for our DD Lamia. I think that'll be the better way to go here. Play that there. So then now, got that. So this is our hand so far. So now we will go ahead here. We'll we'll put our Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok in the scale. Activate Where Art Thou. I guess I needed to do that so that we could search for that DD Lamia, because we really need to get into our synchro plays. Okay, so there's that there. And now we can actually do some pretty fun plays here. I think this is actually going to be a pretty decent little combo, considering that Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok really gives us a good extension, allows us to actually do what we were looking to do. So we'll use our Swirl Slime and Lamia in hand to go into our DDD Flame King Genghis. Abyss Ragnarok's effect will activate. Sorry, I could not speak today. We'll take 1,000 damage, and our opponent takes half battle damage for the rest of the turn, which doesn't matter because we're going first. So we can special summon back out Lamia. Flame King Genghis' effect, since it's DD with special summon, we can special summon another one from the graveyard, so we get Swirl Slime back out. So we're looking pretty good here so far. From this point on, and actually I did screw up, this Flame King Genghis is supposed to be over here, because now we're going to go for our cross sheet plays, We're actually going to use that Swirl Slime over here just in case, but it is important that we have that DD Lamia. So then now from here, we can play our Dark Contract with the Swamp King. We'll use our Kepler on field and banish the Swirl Slime in graveyard, so that now we can special summon out our other Flame King Genghis. And then with him, that will allow us to use Cross Sheep's effect, special summon back out DD Lamia. And with Lamia, we can go with Flame King Genghis. Then we can bring out Gust King Alexander. Okay, so then from here now, we can use Lamia in the graveyard to destroy the Dark Contract of the Swamp King, since we've already used it. Go with our Gust King Alexander. Actually, no, we're going to go with our Cross Sheep, because it's going to banish our DD Lamia. But that will allow us to bring out our Crystron Needle Fiber. I'm sorry, I refuse to call it by its new name. And now, actually, we can bring out... We'll bring out a DD Ghost. Or no, we need to bring out another Lamia. Correction there. Sorry about that. Now, we can use our Lamia, Gust King Alexander. As I shuffle the deck back here. There we go. So now we can go into our Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. So not like the most epic board we could have set up here. There's probably a lot more we could have done in the end. We just didn't draw like the right cards, but thankfully this deck is flexible enough that it's still possible to do things. It doesn't like completely shut us out from playing. So we've got a monster negate on field, and then on our opponent's turn we can banish the Halqifibrax, the Needle Fiber. Sorry, it's not... I still hate calling it Halqifibrax. I'm sorry. So banish that. And then we get our Formula Synchron, which allows us to draw a card, get another Dark Contract at the gate. Didn't really need that, but you know, that's okay. That's why we have Phantasme. So now we can use these two with our Formula Synchron and our Flame King Genghis to go into a Boral Sword Savage, which allows us to bring, Cross Sheep back to the field there. Equipped to our Borreload Savage, giving our Borreload Savage 2 negates. So we've got a Crystal Wing Synchro Monster negate, and a Borreload Savage Omni negate. So it's 2 negates, a little bit harder to play through. And then if our opponent still Link summons, we can special summon out that Phantasme, draw 2 cards, and be able to shuffle 1 back in, which in this case will shuffle back the Dark Contract at the gate. So we end up with a trade-in and a Necro Slime. Not like the craziest of plays or boards, but, you know, it's something we could work with, and we'd be able to go into more things on the next turn. So it's at least something. I can't say as this was like the best hand I've ever drawn, but there's a chance you'll survive, and there's a potential you could have done something with that turn. It wasn't like the greatest, but it wasn't the worst. So that's it for the going first hand. We'll go ahead and clean up here. We'll go into the going second hand. Hopefully it goes a little bit better. Alright, deck has been shuffled and reset again, so we'll try our going second test hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to see if we end up with any disruptions, which probably not, because we're going first deck. So we did not draw into our Phantasme, which is fine. So we'll draw for turn. We get a Dark Contract with the Swamp King. Okay, so this is another one of those. This deck does get hard some days, because you do end up drawing into a lot of Garnets every now and then. Well, not necessarily Garnets, but just cards you don't really want to see in your hand. They're just kind of like extenders, but I mean, we'll work with it here. So we'll try out, we'll go with our Upstart Goblin, get into an Allure of Darkness, getting super lucky there. So we'll Allure, draw 2. Okay, so we actually got really lucky there. We are going to banish that, yeah, we'll banish the Savant Thomas, because we don't really need that. Okay, so this is looking a little bit better. So we'll Dark Contract the gate to search. We'll add Swirl Slime to hand. Okay. And the only reason I went with Swirl Slime instead of Lamia is because of the fact that we have that DD Ghost in hand, so we can go into our, Crystron Needle Fiber and pull out a Lamia from the deck anyways, so not too worried about it. Okay, so let's see here. So from this point, obviously Swirl Slime and Necro Slime together, so now we can pull out our DDD Flame King Genghis, banish the Swirl Slime, bring out the DD Ghost, which will allow our Flame King Genghis to bring back out Necro Slime. So then from here, that's a tough one. So we'll probably link 2 for the Necro Slime and the Ghost. We'll skip the Cross Sheep play here. We'll just go for that Needle Fiber. So then now Needle Fiber will bring out Lamia for us. Alright, so then now we will banish the Necro Slime and the Ghost from our graveyard. We'll use the Ghost's effect so that now we can put our DD Savant Thomas back in graveyard. but that will fusion summon us out another Flame King Genghis, which we can then use our Dark Contract with the Swamp King to use the Genghis on field and the Thomas in graveyard, banish the Thomas in graveyard. So now we can actually special summon out a Flame High King Genghis, which will allow us to use Flame King Genghis and Lamia, go into our Gust King Alexander. Flame High King Genghis' effect will activate. We can special summon back out one of our Flame King Genghis. Gust King Alexander will allow us to special summon back out Lamia. We can use Lamia and the Gust King Alexander now to go into Crystal Wing Synchro Dragons. We've got our Monster Negate. So far not looking too bad here. We do have the means to go into another, to a Borreload Savage on our opponent's turn, so that's good there. Let's see, let's put our Chaos King Apocalypse in scale here, banish our Gust King Alexander and Flame King Genghis from graveyard to bring him out. Then we can actually use our Lamia in graveyard, destroy our Dark Contract with the Swamp King, special summon out Lamia, use her and our Chaos King Apocalypse, and banishing the Lamia, of course, to bring out our Cursed King Siegfried. Now we have a choice here. If we want to, we can leave the Cursed King Siegfried because he's a spell and trap negation, which probably would be smarter, so we can save our Flame High King Genghis for other stuff. Or if we really wanted to, we can go into the rank 8 play and pull out a Hope Harbinger. I'm just going to leave it as is, because Flame High King Genghis can negate stuff on our turn as well, so we can stop the Dark Contract at the gate from pinging us for some extra damage. So I think this here is actually a pretty well set up board. I know it's going second. So actually, at the same token, if we really wanted to, since we are going second, we could go with our Flame King Genghis to bring out our Duodon King Kali-Yuga. This basically just says our, let me actually read this here. So after this card is Exceed summoned for the rest of this turn, other cards and their effects cannot be activated on the field, and other cards' effects on the field are negated. So nothing else for the rest of the turn can be activated pretty much, and then once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach one next to material from this card, so Heavy Storm Duster, and then resetting Dark Contract. So we'll just go into him, and depending on what our opponent has set up, because now they can't use any of their abilities, all their monsters are negated, and all that stuff. So we've got 3,500, 3K, 2,000, and 1,500. So it's not the deadliest of boards, but there's a good chance that it can deal a lot of damage to our opponent and potentially set us up, because we do have the monster negation on our opponent's turn. Then we can also banish our Needle Fiber, bring out our Formula Synchron, draw a card. We get a Phantasme, which is perfect. So we can use Formula Synchron, Flame King Genghis. We will go into our Borreload Savage, which unfortunately we actually didn't have the Cross Sheep set up in here. We have him there, at least he's intimidating, he's another big body. So, and then we could also pull out our Fantastical Dragon Phantasme if our opponent Link summons. Draw 2 cards, Savant Kepler and Abyss Ragnarok. We'll put the Dark Contract at the gate back. So, I mean, here you go. This is just like the potential of this deck. It's a little bit flexible. I didn't draw the best hands. For some reason, whenever I try to record videos, or like whenever I have an intent with playing the game, that's when the game likes to screw me over and give me all the cards that I don't want to see. So I'm glad I was at least able to make something out of the crappy hands that I drew. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and I hope it kind of shows you like the power and the potential of DDDs. If you want to see a how to beat DDD video, I did one with Sir Scrub on the Coalition of Scrubs. Be sure to go check that out. I'll have a link to that up here in the info card, so be sure to go give that a check. And there's also going to be a link in the description as well if the card's not working for you. So thank you guys so much for watching today. I really hope you enjoyed. Remember to have fun. Hope to see you guys all next time. Once again, remember to have fun and make your move. Peace out.